This video covers selecting individual nodes to display that are linked with nodes that are already displayed. This can be done with the two commands in the lower section of the link menu, and also in the table view. Adding individual nodes isn't as fast as adding all nodes that are linked by a set of current predicates, but it lets you select exactly the nodes that you want. Perhaps the most convenient option in most cases is to use the table view. You can show a table of properties for a displayed node by first clicking the node to select it, and then using the table view command on the view menu to switch to the table view. Notice that the keyboard shortcuts for the graph and table views are simply the G and T keys. So I could switch back to the graph view by simply pressing the G key. Pressing T would show the table for the currently selected node, or another shortcut for that is to double-click a node to both select it and show it in the table view. The table view defines several mouse click variations that aren't apparent, so the special clicks are always mentioned at the upper right of the table as a reminder. If you simply left-click a linked object in the right-hand column of the table, it shows the table for that object as you might expect. But it also adds a node to the graph view for each object that you browse to in the table. If you'd like to add multiple nodes that are linked with the object in the table view, you can instead shift left-click each linked object. That gesture will stay on the same page in the table view as it adds each clicked object to the graph view. You can also shift left-click a predicate in the left-hand column of the table to add every object that's linked by it to the graph view. A similar way to add individual linked nodes is to first select a node and then use the Add Linked Nodes from a List command. This command shows the selected node's linked nodes in an outline widget. Only the predicates are shown initially, so this dialog may be easier to navigate than the table when there are many linked nodes. If you open a predicate item, you can then select individual linked nodes to add with simple left mouse clicks. And selecting a predicate will add all of the nodes that are linked by it. Exiting the dialog adds all of the selected nodes to the display at once. Another similar alternative is the Add Linked Nodes from Menus command. It's actually easier to invoke this command by right-clicking a node, but the command is on the menu to remind you of the right-click gesture in the status bar message at the bottom of the window. When you right-click a node, a series of pop-up menus will be shown to narrow in on a linked node to add. The first menu asks whether to choose from triples where the clicked node is the subject or where it's the object. The second menu shows the predicates of the triples in that group, and the third menu shows the objects that are linked by the chosen predicate. This last menu lets you select either a single node to add or all of the nodes with a special choice at the top. If there's more than one linked object beginning with a particular character, then a series of menus is used to limit the number of choices in each menu. And so this command may be the best option when there are a huge number of nodes that are linked with the selected node. So there are the alternatives for adding individual linked nodes to the graph view.